I promise you, I'm going to get into this show. I don't want to be too funny because Charlotte, you look like an athlete. Are you one of the athletes? Yeah. So
Yeah,
we don't want you to have a car accident. All right. So I'm
I
looking
play
to lock.
volleyball.
You're a volleyball player. That is fantastic. No, we want you to be careful because we need. I
I'm
see a
looking
lot of
straight.
people. You good?
I'm looking straight. It's fine.
Don't worry about it, Charlotte. I know you're young. If there's one thing your generation can do, it's multitask. And when you're
Yeah.
multitasking, driving is pretty low on the list, isn't it? You tell the truth. You got 5 apps open right now. I'm just teasing you, Charlotte. Don't worry. Thank you, and good luck with your volleyball team. Are you guys playing again yet? Are you practicing? Has your season started? What's going on?
Yeah, we're practicing. We don't have any games, but hopefully in fall we'll have a season. So we're training every morning now.
All right. And what year are you in? What year of school?
I mean, my road has been very complicated. I'm a sophomore athletically and like a junior academically, I believe.
Okay, well, that's good though. Wow, your academic career is ahead of your athletic career. That just tells me you don't play football. Anyway, good for you, Charlotte, and thank you for tuning in. Because that was the thing when they told me I was doing this for athletes, for college athletes. I had really no idea how to set it up, but now I see it's not just athletes. I imagine some of you are coaches, administrators. Jessica, you probably just wandered in honestly with nothing else to do. Isn't that true, Jessica? Isn't that you don't even
Yes,
work at the school system, do you? You just got locked in during the lockdown and said, "What the hell? It's warm and they got food." I can
that's
tell.
right. Yeah.
What's your gig, Jessica? What do you do when you're not heckling comedy shows?
I heckle Mitch. I do communications for the league. I wrote that weak story about you.
Oh, okay. Well, thank you. Thank you. So you're in charge of communications, but you're doing a good job because I asked the question and you answered it. So you are so qualified for what
What's
you
a
do.
heckle?
Did you say what's a heckle?
What is a heckle?
My
Oh
young
boy.
people are so nice. Your generation, Charlotte, are the most beautiful people. So a heckle is when a comedian's working and someone in the audience decides to yell something to try to disturb him, break the show. They might yell, "You're not funny," or something like that. They're just troublemakers. But your generation is so nice that you guys wouldn't do anything like that. I come from a generation where when you worked at the Apollo, and I did this, I worked at the Apollo Theater, and the first time I went, they said you have 30 seconds. If they're not laughing in 30 seconds, they will boo you off the stage. And of course, I got them because I knew how to work fast. But that's heckling, Charlotte. So,
That's rude.
oh, totally, totally. The rudeness is part of the joy of doing it. Yes, we try to be rude. I don't know where you are in relation to Jessica, but I imagine if you followed her around for the course of a day, you would quickly learn what heckling is. So,
Maybe.
Good to
a
know.
bit of a pro. That this is so great. I'm doing a show with no material at all. All right. No, this is it now, right? This is well, we're almost. I think we're almost through. A lot of people seemingly think the pandemic's already over, right? The world is. You know how I knew the world was getting back to normal? I was sitting in traffic cursing on the 101, and I was like, "Oh man, this is just like the good old days." Look at me hating all the people around me. I felt somehow good. I felt a little special. It's been a long year. We've been locked up for far too long. Am I the only one who just so ridiculously bored at home? I mean, just can't take. I'm so bored when my phone rings and it says scam likely, I answer it. That's right. I want to know what the hell kind of scam you got. You want to sell me a car warranty? Let's talk how long. I don't care. Solar panels? I got 2 hours on solar panels. We could talk solar panels. Matter of fact, they try to hang up on me when we get to solar panels, and I'm like, oh no, you called me. We're going to talk solar until I'm done. All right? What's that? Your cousin in Nigeria wants to put money in my bank account? Well, how much we talking? Because here's my account number. I don't care. I'm bored. I have to anything to do. I'm so bored. I saw a guy in a rush and I followed him. That's right. I was like, who the hell are you? And where the hell do you have to be on time during the pandemic? Look at you just showing off. Just anything I could do to break it up. The Amazon guy, I have a ball with the Amazon guy because I like to order weird things and just see if he's paying attention. I ordered a shovel. Then the next day I ordered some rope. I followed it up with a bag of lime just to see when he was going to make a phone call. That's right. He stopped me right before handcuffs because I don't care. I don't care. I'm trying to make my own fun. I can't get out. Now I'm not vaccinated yet. Are you guys? You guys are school. You should be vaccinated. Are you vaccinated? Yes, no?
Vaccinated.
Look at all of you just showing off with your vaccines out there breathing amongst people. I can't get the vaccine. Well, now I qualify, under the new rule. Initially, I didn't qualify. I wasn't old enough. I thought I'd reached the age where I could do anything. Suddenly, I'm not old enough to get the vaccine. So don't think I didn't go to one of my old friends and ask for a fake ID. That's right. I wanted fake ID. The problem, the only ID he had said I was 81 years old. And I said, let me have it. They'll never know how old I am because I'm black. And black don't crack. That's right. If I walked up to the vaccine station with ID saying I was 81 years old, they'd look and say, you look good. You look good. You must be 81. Because if there's one thing white people cannot do, it's guess the age of black people. There is nothing more fun than watching white people try to guess how old black people are, right? They look at us like they're lining up a putt on a golf course. All right, he's right there between like 33 and 75. He's right in that range, 33 to 75. No doubt he's there. So no, I didn't do it. I'll tell you why I didn't do it. Because I believe in karma. That's right. I believe in karma. And I do not want the karma of cutting the vaccine line. It would be just my luck to get in front of the line, right? I get my dose of the vaccine. Meanwhile, at the back of the line, some 75-year-old guy doesn't get it. Now karma's on my ass. I go to the doctor. He's like, the good news is you got vaccinated. The bad news is your herpes is flaring up. What? What? I didn't have sex with anybody. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. Karma screwed you. So away you go. Oh, I got a laugh out of Julian. Thank you, Julian. And what a great picture. You're a good-looking guy. Are you an athlete, a coach, an administrator? What do you do, Julian?
All of the above. I wish. No. I'm the head athletic trainer at Cal State Dominguez Hills.
Oh, wow. That's great. The head trainer at Dominguez Hills. Now, are they back? Are they in the gym? Or do you have them outside running? What do you have them doing?
You mentioned, because we just got off a rapid fire question with our coaches trying to get back on campus soon. And it was interesting.
You know what I love about that?
Comedic,
you know what I love, Julian?
Comedic.
You did not answer my question at all. If you ever thought of going into politics, you would be eminently qualified because you just talked without answering the question. You just, yes or no? Are you training? Are you not training? Did anyone else notice that he did not answer the question? Or is it just me? I know things are bad when Jessica's on my side. Then we got a problem. So.
True.
I've been watching a lot of CNN and all the news networks recently in the past year, so maybe that's got something to do with it.
So you've learned to talk without saying anything.
Yeah.
You got it down.
I'm going to be very diplomatic.
Well, good luck to you. And I hope you guys start training indoors using the facility. I know you've probably been outside doing things, but now maybe you can get back to somewhat normal, right? Because that's all we want, right? We just want to get back to normal. Remember the good old days? Remember, 15, 16 years ago before the pandemic? Remember that? Yeah. Because I don't know. Yeah, I said that, Kelly, because time doesn't matter anymore. It might have been a year. It might have been 18 years. I don't know. But I do remember the old days. Huh? Remember the problems we had before the pandemic? Remember straws? Huh?
Right.
Remember? We gave a shit about straws. That was, oh my gosh, that's a plastic straw. What about the turtles? Have you heard from the turtles lately? No one cares about the turtle. Let me tell you something. If turtles would cure COVID, we would actually be walking around holding turtles with plastic straws right up their butt. Just get some of this turtle. Just some of this turtle. You'll be fine. Yes, Charlotte, I'm mean to turtles. I don't care. I don't care about turtles. You know why? Because Mitch McConnell looks like a turtle, so I can't give turtles a fair shake. I'm just saying. They both get on my nerves equally. So, I was talking about the vaccine, the whole healthcare thing. Again, I don't know what it's like for you guys. I got nothing, man. I'm look what I do for a living. I'm a comic. I'm on a Zoom show in my office in the middle of the afternoon. You think I got health insurance? I have the worst health. I went to my doctor. My doctor said, I got one piece of advice for you. All right. If anything ever happens to you, get in the car. That's right. Because your car insurance is so much better than your health insurance. He was like, if you have a problem, your best bet is to crash into something and maybe I can save your ass. I'm telling you, my insurance sucks. I've gone to the doctor this way. Have you had to do this? The virtual doctor visit? Visit a doctor through Zoom? Yeah. Yeah, Kerry, I've had to do that because I have the horrible, cheap ass insurance. You imagine? I need surgery. My doctor's like, all right, go to the kitchen. The sharpest knife you have. Right? Then with my luck, right in the middle of the procedure, I just lose a signal. Like, boom, gone. Yeah. And be like, yeah, well, what are you doing trying to do a procedure with Boost Mobile? What the hell is wrong with you? You got a procedure. You need Verizon. Yeah. Yeah. I had to get a colonoscopy. You know what they did? They sent me an app. They sent me an app and a tube. Yeah. Siri was like, would you like me to use a camera? Like, no thanks, Siri. I don't think I need to know you that well. Killing Laura with this material. Laura loves the colonoscopy bit. You think I'm kidding here, Laura? It's horrible how bad my health care. I'm done with doctors. I don't even mess with doctors anymore. From now on, anything happens to me, I'm going to the vet. That's right. I love the vet. The vet is better than the doctor on every level. You know why? Because the vet will actually take care of you. You go to the doctor. What is the first thing doctors do? Send you to another doctor, right? Doctors specialize. Every doctor, you go in, you're like, I hurt my foot, right? Doctor like, foot? No, I do internal medicine. I can't do hearts and feet. What am I, Jesus? That's a miracle, right? So now he refers you to the foot guy, and you get to the foot guy, and he's like, oh, you hurt your left foot. No, I do the right foot. You got a backwards ass foot. I don't have a mirror in here. What the hell is wrong? Over and 6 doctor appointments to get taken care of. The vet, on the other hand, the vet doesn't even care what species you are. What do you got? A dog, a cat, a goldfish? Lay that shit on the table. Are you kidding me? I'm the vet. You got a bird? Feathers don't scare the vet. You got a pig? He'll come to you. He'll come to you. And the vet gives you options. Huh? What do people say? I want to make my own healthcare decision? The vet's like, fine, make your own decision. Because I'm going to tell you right now, this surgery is very complicated, very expensive. I'm not even sure it's going to work. If you want, I could just kill you, right? That option is always on the table at the vet. At any point in your treatment, the vet's like, why drag the family through this? Listen, I got a van out back. You give me $50, we'll wrap this shit up right now. I love the vet. How are you doing, Kelly? Are you another athlete, Kelly? You look like an athlete. Are you an athlete?
I appreciate that, but no, I am not. I was an athlete.
You were?
Yeah. I'm assistant AD now up in Humboldt. And you have literally got us on the hottest day, which is why I'm outside.
Not me. Talk to Mitch.
Mitch,
Talk
the
to
hottest
scheduling
day in
Mitch.
Humboldt.
The hottest day in Humboldt. You
trying
know
to
what that
work on
means?
my
That
tan.
means the weed is smoking itself. That's how hot it is in Humboldt. The weed is there's just smoke in the air. Right? Kelly, at your university, do they even bother drug testing, or do they just say, you know what, go ahead? Because
No
what
comment?
sport?
Kidding, Mitch. Yes, we do. We do.
What sport did you play?
I played basketball.
You're a basketball player. Okay, so was I. I was a basketball. I played for the '89 Clippers. Yeah.
Ooh. I'm a
See, you're not
Lakers
even
fan.
sure. That's
No,
why
I'm a
I say
Lakers
I
fan.
played for the 89 Clippers, because no one knows who played for the 89 Clippers. There are guys who are on the 89 Clippers not sure that I wasn't on the 89 Clippers. So, yes, that is my go-to, because every now and then I meet a woman who says, I always wanted to hook up with a basketball player, and I'm her guy. That's right. Google the 89 Clippers. Google's like, we don't know who played for the 89 Clippers. If he claimed to be a part of that shitty team, then he probably was, because who would claim to be part of the worst team ever? So yes, Kelly, if anyone asks, you saw one of the 89 Clippers doing comedy today, and here I am.
I can book them, can't I?
What position did you play, Kelly? What were you?
I was a shooting guard.
You're a shooting guard. Okay. So do you still play for fun, like just
No. No, I don't.
already? You've given up? What
Oh, no, I haven't given up. My body has given up.
you're too young for that, Kelly. And I use my body as an excuse. Look at you. You're still in your prime.
I
What's
know.
wrong with you?
I tried. Well, I had ACL, meniscus in both knees. So
No, you're in the middle of a weed farm.
Oh.
That's why your body's giving up, Kelly. Tell the truth.
be
Maybe if you weren't
strong.
high all the time, you could play a little ball. Look at you.
That's why I'm outside
Healthy as could
sweating.
be.
It's only really like 50 here. It's not.
Well, moderation, Kelly. Moderation. I'm just saying. All
Well,
right?
it's legal now. It's legal now
Okay.
over here.
Charlotte, don't do drugs. Look what happened to Kelly. Kelly's only 2 years older than you. Look what happened. Don't do drugs. You guys are fantastic. You know what I like about you guys?
But
You're laughing. Yes, you're laughing. Come on. We have become an angry country. Are you kidding me? How every day all the people are just angry. And here's the thing about anger in America, and I say this over and over. Anger is led by stupid, and stupid don't get tired. This is the problem we have. We are battling stupid every day. They're always upset about something. Now the cancel culture is the big thing. I love this. Cancel, you can't cancel me. They got mad over Mr. Potato Head. What level of anger, what level of crazy are you that you're upset over the gender of a plastic potato, okay? What are you doing with that plastic potato that its gender matters? I think that's the question we really need to look at. In what way are you using the potato that suddenly the gender of the potato is making you uncomfortable? I think that's a bigger problem than Mr. or Miss Potato Head. You can always switch the nose or something. I don't even know. Everyone is angry about something. We are the only country in the world where we have people who are anti-mask and pro-gun. How does that work together? Yeah, we've got that. Anti-maskers who are pro-gun. And listen, I'm not anti-gun. I'm just pro-common sense, okay? I'm not saying you can't have a gun, you want to protect yourself, whatever. I'm saying maybe you don't need an AR-15 with a 50-round clip. That's the crazy. I need it for self-defense. Here's an idea. If you need a 50-round clip for self-defense, if 50 people are trying to kill you at the same time, maybe it's you. I'm just saying. Maybe you need to look at your personality and say, hey, 50 people want me dead right now. I must be a bit of an asshole. I'm just saying it gives you something to work on, all right? And the mask thing. What is the anger? The mask. I ain't wearing a mask, son bitch. I'm American. There's freedom and blah, blah, blah. Shut up. They always claim to know the Constitution when they want. Before you can claim the Constitution, you should have to spell Constitution. That should be the test. Before you claim it, you have to spell it. Suddenly they'd be like, never mind. Why? Why are people mad about the mask? They're not trying to take away your freedom. It's simple common sense. It's an airborne virus. They're asking you to wear a mask so you don't breathe on people, right? That's all. Just be polite. They're not trying to take away your rights. People are fighting. They're going to fight me to take my mask away. Are you kidding? I love wearing a mask. You know why? Because I'm a large black man who can wear a mask anywhere I go. I've been waiting for this all my life. They don't even regulate the type of mask to wear. I can wear any mask anywhere I go. I go to the bank with a welding mask on. I don't give a shit. You're scared and I'm getting paid. I like it. That's right. I'm a big, bald black man in a mask. You think we all looked alike before? I went to the bank with a mask on. I wrote myself a check for $1 million and I signed it Michael Jordan. And you know what? They cashed it. That's right, because we're both tall. Yeah, I know how to work the system. How you doing, Lou? Lou, you have the look of every coach on any TV show or movie ever made. You just look like a guy that people walk in and say, "Hey, coach," like that's your name. Are you a coach, Lou?
No, I just happen to know a guy who has a mountain range behind him.
You missed your calling, coach. You just got the look. Now, do you work with the schools or are you just hanging out for the show?
Oh, I'm hanging out. I'm a fan of comedy, and I appreciate the Zoom crowd work here.
I'm doing my best.
That's the thing.
I'm doing my best. So thank you, Lou. So what do you do?
Oh, I'm a podcast producer.
Tell him, Lou.
You're a podcast producer?
Yes, sir.
So business has picked up for you during the pandemic. You're right? I mean, more
it's
people are
remained
listening.
fairly steady. I'm not sure about the listenership, but yeah, there are certainly a lot of idle ears out there. So,
All right. Well, good for you. Well, thank you for tuning into this and enjoying it. And yeah, I don't even know what to tell you. I have a podcast, but every comic has a podcast. Right now, it's like a fingerprint. We have to have podcasts. So this is what I do. But very, very nice to meet you, Lou. And just tell them you're a coach, because what the hell? Nobody knows. Nobody. Look.
yeah, I'll try that out.
Pick a sport. Listen, I tell them I played for the '89 Clippers, and it works. It works. So what the hell? What about you, Kerry? Are you a coach? Do we have any coaches here?
Tina's a coach.
Tina's a coach. I'm looking for Tina on the screen.
Right here, right
Oh,
next.
there you are. Hey, Tina.
Hey,
What do you coach and what school?
track and field and cross country, and I'm at Cal State LA, and I got one of my student athletes with me.
Oh, very cool. Track and field and cross country. So you say just go run, and then you go about your business and just let them run for a while. I mean, cross country, you could just send them out for like 45 minutes, right? And then just kick back, maybe have a sandwich, and then just come back. Is that pretty much it?
I wish. we go out there with them.
You run with them?
I said I go out there with them. I didn't
Oh,
say
you
I
go.
run with them. I take my shortcuts as they run the course.
That's a good coach. Teaching them to cheat at a young age. That is great coaching there. No, I'm just kidding. I'm sure you're doing great. Now, were you a track athlete? Did you used to run, or is that how you get the job?
I don't know. I think it was God's path for me because I was a student athlete and I never thought that I would be a coach.
And what athlete were you when you were a student?
I did all the sprints, 100, 200, 400, both relays and long jump.
Wow. So you were a sprinter. You were quick, and then long jump. That's a whole athletic thing. And then, but in coaching, you went to people who were slower and run longer. Is that pretty accurate?
Not necessarily. They have to definitely run faster than me.
Well, now.
Shoot, even
Yeah.
if I want people that's faster than I was.
So you have cross-country runners who were faster than you when you were a sprinter?
Oh, I'm referring to the track athletes, the sprinters, like Miss Maya down there.
Right, but you told me
I also coach cross country, yes. And they
Yeah.
can be running right now too.
Tina, why are you working against me, Tina?
Yeah, she's making it really
Why,
hard.
why are you fighting me on this? Now, I compared your sprinting. Kelly's high as hell, and Kelly understood where I was. And yet somehow I lost you. I don't understand. Maya, is she like this as a coach? Or are you just confused and you just say, just run? Or,
No, my coach is a good coach every day.
all right. Look at you defending your coach. Good for you. Good for you. What do you run, Maya?
I do both hurdles and I do the 4x4.
Both hurdles and a 4x4. So you're more a fast runner than not the distance people
Oh no, I
aren't
do cross
fast.
country too, but that's not my that's my training. But I do hurdles. Yeah, I sprint.
So does your team only have like 3 runners and everybody just does everything? That's what I'm
No.
hearing. We got 3 people and you just gonna run everything. You're gonna sprint to
No.
the cross country course and then run and then on the way back jump over the steeplechase and would give you a pole vault to get back over the fence. Is that it?
Shoot some hoops.
No, we have a whole bunch of runners. Shoot. Oops, my bad.
No worries, Maya. No worries. Just see when Maya's done with you, I'm done with you. She just shuts it off. Maya don't
No,
care.
we all run different stuff. If it was 3 runners, I for sure would have been out of there because that's a whole bunch of events that I would be tired by the 3rd event.
Well, I'm already tired just listening to how many events you have to run, the hurdles and the relays and everything. Good for you, Maya. And what year are you in? What year of school?
I'm a junior right now. I'm going into my senior year.
Oh, all right. Well, you're almost out then. Are you going to go into
Yeah.
coaching or?
I don't know.
It's
yet.
really easy. It's really easy.
It's not.
I can tell you that right now. You don't really need to even know what disciplines you coach. You just show up and just.
Coach T, make it look easy. That thing difficult.
Well, thank you, Maya. Thank you, and all the best to you in your career.
Thank you.
Running. That's fantastic. I admire that. So, Kerry, you deferred to Tina. So, what do you do? Now, I'm curious what you do.
I was invited by my brother over there, the scheduling master.
Really, Mitch? It was so sad. You just started inviting random people.
He's literally papering
just to fill the screen.
He's just papering the house. He knows that I work at home, and so I showed up for the free show.
All right, and is Dylan Cox another relation? Is this another member of the Cox family?
Sir.
I didn't think I'd be doing a pity show today, but apparently.
Actually, it's almost like doing a birthday, right? You're doing a family show here.
It's really close to that. I'm telling you. I just. And the great thing about Dylan Cox is there's only a name there. There's no picture. There's no response. Dylan was like, "I'm gonna log in and then leave me alone." So
he's very shy.
Good for Dylan. All right, let's get back to the show because
Yeah.
why the hell not? I don't even know what I was talking about. No, I'm kidding. I know what I was talking about. I was talking about anger. It's been a tough year, right? All kidding aside, pandemic year, there were some serious issues that came up. Black Lives Matter, a big issue. Personally, people are like, why do you care about Black Lives Matter? Because I have one. All right, so this is a thing. And again, this is why I say that ignorance is just too much. Because when you say Black Lives Matter, you had all these people, white lives matter. And it's like, nobody's saying white lives don't matter. We're just saying that black people were disproportionately killed and abused by the police. And our lives matter, and we want to see justice for these things. It's not saying white lives don't matter. Okay, look, if I say save the whales, I ain't saying screw the dolphins. Right? I'm just saying the whales are having a rougher time right now. I will say screw the turtles, though. I will stick by that. It's just a thing. I don't like turtles, so screw the turtles. I'm sorry, Charlotte. Every time I'm mean, I look at Charlotte as if to say, I don't want to upset her because she doesn't
I don't
like that.
understand you and this beef with the turtles.
Have you seen Mitch McConnell?
No.
Okay, well, when you see
No?
Mitch McConnell, you understand what he's done in his career, you'd be like, yeah, I'm not crazy about turtles either. So trust me on this one,
I
Charlotte.
don't agree with you.
You don't agree with me?
No,
That's okay.
I know.
I got paid in advance. I don't care. I'm kidding. I'm messing with you. So you don't agree about Mitch McConnell or the turtles? I want to see which side of this set you off.
I don't agree with you in either way because think about it. This Mitch guy, he must be a pretty good guy if he's like, doing what he does.
You haven't seen Mitch McConnell?
Charlotte, Charlotte, is there a way I could live in your world? Is there a way that I could somehow join your world where this Mitch guy must be pretty good?
My world is crazy.
Mitch McConnell was the leader of the Senate, and Mitch McConnell.
Oh my gosh, you know what's horrible? Oh my gosh. I thought you were talking about the Mitch that's in this video.
No.
As
I'm just a bad
I'm
schedule.
logging off. After that, I'm logging off.
wow.
He's no
Tell me,
believer, but
and you're a junior in school and a sophomore. Okay, Charlotte. Lot going on here. I'm kidding. I'm messing with you, Charlotte. No, I was referring to Mitch McConnell from the Senate as looking like a turtle. Listen, Mitch Cox has a lot of problems and does a lot of things wrong. And there are members of his family who won't even show up for him. But still, he in no way is as disturbing as Mitch McConnell, the turtle guy. Are you on board now? Are you with me?
Now I understand.
Thank you, Charlotte. It's okay. You're driving. You're driving. So why would you? Yes.
I also have a kid, so my brain doesn't really work anymore.
That's good to know. That's good to know. The child is what did. All right. Don't know. A lot of people, listen, a lot of people with children are having problems right now. Homeschooling, that has been hilarious to watch. Now, you guys work as educators. You're in the system. Maybe you know something about. I have friends with kids. Let me tell you something. When they sent those kids home for school, they started questioning that decision, right? Now, I'll tell you, I personally, I don't have kids, and no one believes that. No one believes that. I get profiled on Father's Day. I walk outside of Father people, Happy Father's Day. Like, I don't have kids. You know you got kids. It's Father's Day. You go find your kids, But no, I never had kids because I never wanted hungry, unemployed people living at my house. But homeschooling was so tough on the parents. They weren't ready. They were suddenly, are you smarter than a fifth grader became a real question, right? Right? Parents started telling their kids the truth. Well, hey, Mom, help me with algebra. Listen, kid, algebra isn't real. All right? There's no X in real life. Just learn to count to 100. You can handle money. Leave me alone. If there's one good thing that's going to happen at the end of this pandemic, teachers, the most underappreciated, underpaid profession, will finally get the respect they deserve. Why? Because parents have been home trying to teach their own kids. I have one friend, he actually called his son's teacher and asked the teacher, how do you not hit my kid? No, how do you not? This kid is as dumb as a box of rocks. Look, when he comes back, he'll be carrying a stick. You use that. That's the whooping stick, all right? Yes. In no way does this event endorse hitting children with sticks. I got to say that legally so I don't get in trouble. They've always said, athletes get millions, teachers don't get paid. I say they're about to, and they're going to negotiate just like athletes. I can't wait till the pandemic's over and we hear about a third grade teacher holding out for a signing bonus, right? And the parents saying, you pay them.
right. That's right.
Matt O'Sullivan. Matt, what are you doing there, Matt? You're hidden. Are you on? There he is.
I am. I was laughing at the last part because I have 3 kids in the car, all sleeping.
All right. So you're not stopping the car. You're just going to drive around.
I'm driving around in circles. I parked for a little bit, and one of them started crying, so I had to turn my video off and go again.
All right. Now, Matt, are you a coach, teacher?
I'm a coach, yeah, soccer coach.
Of soccer?
Yeah.
All right, great. What school?
Cal Poly Pomona.
Oh, Cal Poly Pomona. I've heard of it. Now, Let me ask you, and I'm just curious, do your soccer players also run track? Because I got a friend who's a track coach whose team really needs some people.
They can do. Like when I was in college, we had a really good track team, but they were mainly throwers and sprinters, and they needed the soccer team to run long distance. So I actually finished dead last in a CCAA meet.
Wow.
In track and field.
I was making a complete joke and it was absolutely true. That is scary.
It's scary,
I'm,
huh?
I'm going to go into the psychic business. All right, Matt. Well, good luck. Good luck with your soccer players and your kids in the car. And I don't even know what to say. Look at them strapped there in the back of the minivan.
They're all sleeping. They're all luckily sleeping. This is the way I can get 3 of them sleeping at 3 o'clock. So
that's how you get 3 of them sleeping at 3 o'clock. Turn me on, and they're
Yeah,
out like a light.
exactly.
Thank you.
Exactly.
Yep.
Thank you for that vote of confidence, Matt.
No, I appreciate the laughs. This is the most I've laughed for a long time.
Oh, that's great. Thank you. I'm trying. I'm doing the best I can. Laura has been generously laughing all show. Laura, what school are you with? Are you in your last name isn't Cox? Is that is that perhaps your maiden name? You are a member of the Cox family and you're just married now, or what? What's going on?
No. Carol invited me in.
All right. Thank you, Carol. And Laura, thank you for being here. So what do you do, Laura?
Animal communication, and I'm Reiki master.
Animal communication?
Yes.
So what does that mean?
That means that so I actually hear what animals have to say, and when I tune in, then I can help them remove emotional attachments to traumatic events, like if they're rescue animals or if they're in pain or having discomfort. I feel all that in my body, and then I can help them.
This is fascinating to me, and I'll tell you why. Because I have a pandemic puppy, right? I got a puppy during the pandemic. I have a little Great Dane. Well, he's not little anymore. He's getting bigger and bigger. Look, Maya's got her pooch right there.
Oh, look
Maya,
how cute.
Maya, if he has any trauma or anything going on, now's the time, because we got Laura. How old is your pup, Maya? How old's
like
Baxter?
8 months.
8 months. Okay. So let me ask you this, because I'm going to tell you my experience. I decided to get a puppy, right? And I decided on a Great Dane because a friend of mine who's a dog trainer said, it's a perfect breed. He's going to be just like you, big and lazy. And I said, I like that. We will nap the day away. And then they start giving you the book, right? Here's a book. You know what they don't tell you? At no point does the puppy read the book. That's right. My dog is named Hulk, and I'm going to tell you right now, Hulk has a different book. My book says you put down the pads and you take him out every 2 hours. And Hulk's book said, pee anywhere you want. This idiot will still feed you, no matter what. Just go ahead and pee, and he will show up with food. Hulk's book is much better than mine. And then no, they have more advice. They want to tell you, this is what bothers me, and this is human nature. Whenever you do something, people want to tell you the worst possible outcome to what you did, right? They always have to pile on the negative. So I get a Great Dane, like, oh my God, you got a Great Dane? You know they can eat a couch. The dog will eat the entire couch, right? Then, oh my gosh, you got a Great Dane? You're going to have to clean up 30 to 40 pounds of poop every day. Every day, 40 pounds of poop. Oh, a Great Dane, he can pee on a flat screen. Yes, he's tall enough. He'll just raise his leg. He'll pee on your flat screen. They always give you the worst possible scenario. What if it's not? That's not my experience. What if it's not that? Look, if you ask people who've had a bad experience, they're going to, I promise you, Ted Cruz's mother would tell you to not have kids. I'm just saying. The woman would be like, whatever you do, don't have kids, because you might want to go to Cancun one day and it just won't happen. Thank you for getting the subtle political humor. Yeah. Maya, thank you for bringing in Baxter. He's very cool. I bring in Hulk, but I'm not kidding. He's taking a nap right now. My dog takes so many naps, I have to wake him up to eat. He woke up, he ate half his food, and then he said, I'll be sleeping. You get on that Zoom and make us some money. Yes, that's the book he read. Here I am. But he doesn't have any trauma, Laura, so I don't need your services as yet.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, where are you located? Where are you at?
I'm in Vallejo, California.
Vallejo. Okay, so that's central, right?
No, Bay Area.
Bay Area. Yeah, but that's still, see, everyone thinks the Bay Area is north, but that's still the middle. North is up there where Kelly is in Humboldt. Those dogs don't have any trauma. All right,
Oh.
because those dogs got edibles, don't they? They got
Yeah.
edibles, don't they, Kelly? You know. Kelly has a dog that's very relaxed right now. He's very comfortable. Got nothing to worry about.
Actually, I do. My computer's about to die, or else I'd show it to you. But he is passed out.
He's passed out. He's passed out. Yeah.
In the sun,
Imagine
upside
that.
down. Like just
Imagine that.
Imagine that.
In Humboldt. I'm not psychic, but I know a few things. You guys, this is so much fun. Okay, now in the spirit of this being an educational thing, right? Because Mitch, you told me that there are educators here, and since I've heard
a lot of
this
family
stuff,
members.
a lot of family members. That's true. Mindy was laughing when I said educator. Are you in the business, Mindy, or are you just dropping in?
I'm like Jessica. I'm media relations for school, though. She's for the conference. So I do that for Cal State San Marcos.
Oh, okay. Well, media relations, we'll take that as that. So that's an administrative post.
Mm-hmm.
So you'll be able to tell them about this now that it's happened. You can say how great it was and how they should have been here, except it was a holiday in the midst of spring break. Other than that, they should have just shown up. This show almost feels like I could talk to each one of you and just give each one of you a joke and let you leave. Like it's been like that personal a show. How about you, Jeff? Now, Jeff, you came in the beginning. You came in hot. You came in
and I
laughing,
still am hot.
talking
It's
smack.
so friggin' hot right now in the middle of Cesar Chavez Day in Chico, California. It's hot.
Oh, you're in Chico. Yeah, that is hot. That's
Yeah.
inland.
I am the former roommate of Mitch Cox as we lived together in the hallways of Acker Gym back when he was a associate AD for Chico State Athletics.
All right.
He
And what
moved
do you?
on to become a big-time commissioner. I stuck around. I still work in athletics at Chico State. And Mitch moved on, and now he schedules for Greyhound bus schedules. And he always runs into trouble when it gets to daylight savings time because he doesn't know how to add an hour or drop an hour. And that's pretty evident scheduling you today. It's a carryover from when we move the clocks forward a week.
Yeah. That at 4 o'clock, this room's going to be banging. Now here's the thing, Jeff. You told a little joke in there, but I'm a pro and I'm going to help you with this. Okay.
Please do.
Your Greyhound bus reference. You lost everyone under 40. Okay. Kelly doesn't know what a Greyhound bus is. Are you kidding?
They don't.
Maya
It's the
hasn't
bus
seen
with
a
the big
Greyhound
dog
bus.
on the side. We were just talking about dogs.
We're not going Greyhound anymore, Jeff. You gotta change the jokes with the time.
Okay, Laura knows how to talk to the Greyhound on the side of the bus. I know she does. Are you sure we're not on? I think
Jeff.
there's a Greyhound bus that comes to Chico. I swear to God.
Jeff,
All right.
when you have to explain it this much, it ain't working, Jeff. All right? When you have to explain it this much, you just let it go and
Okay,
you move on
all
to
right.
the next one. All
Well,
right?
you said earlier that we're kind of like at a birthday party, and I'm really looking forward to you making balloon animals, because I'm very entertained when you make balloon animals. I think that would be great.
Jessica, remember I told you how they have someone to mute people at these things? Now you know why. Because I tried to be nice to Jeff, and now he's making balloon animals on the side of a Greyhound bus. It's going nowhere. What I like is the joke's going nowhere, so he doubled down on it. I do admire that, Jeff.
That is Jeff in a nutshell right there.
I do admire that. Like, this ain't working. Let me ride this horse a little farther. Okay.
I don't want to be rude, but I have to go. But thank you so much, Alonzo.
Thank you. Who said that? I don't even know who said.
Charlotte.
Charlotte. Okay. Thank you, Charlotte. I hope you enjoyed the time we spent together, and just take care. And if this wasn't funny at all, my name is Jeff Craigle. We had a horrible time. You just tell them that Jeff Craigle isn't funny at all. All right.
Oh God.
All right, we are going to move on because we're running out of time. It's getting late. Mindy, you got your pooch up here. I'm just going to do the question answer thing for a few minutes because, again, we had planned this. We thought we'd have more students and they'd want to talk about using humor to get through society, etc. Right, Mitch? That's what we had all talked about.
Oh, we
I
had
want
all
you guys
sorts
to
of
know.
great plans.
Mitch had a great plan here. He had everything right except when to do the show. That's the part that threw him off. But in his mind, there's 200 people here ready to ask questions about humor in society. So we're gonna go big or not go. Kelly is actually getting a pizza delivered right now. She's actually got she's got munchies coming in
It's
to go.
dinner time here.
I understand, Kelly.
Worked up
No,
an appetite.
enjoy yourself, Kelly.
Oh no, I'm not leaving.
No, I'm loving having you here.
Okay, good. Thought you were like kick me off or something.
No, of course not. No, this is the Q&A. So if you had any questions about using humor in society, I'm here for you. All right, Mitch, that worked.
Yeah.
Well, Mitch, presumably because you planned well, Mitch, you've got some prepared questions to sort of seed this, right?
I do. Thank you, stranger that I don't know. Person I've never met. Well, this was just a basic one, Alonzo, which is for those of folks who don't know, you're a big NASCAR fan and a big motorcycle enthusiast. But what other sports are you interested in? Since this is kind of, for the most part.
Okay, did you say NASCAR? No, not NASCAR. I'm a Formula One fan.
Formula One.
Yeah.
Mitch doesn't know the difference, so.
Well, they turn in Formula One. They turn left and right. So let's they're very advanced.
Just always turn left.
I'm a gearhead, so I love racing, but I'm a huge basketball fan. I joke about the Clippers because I am a big Clippers fan. I grew up in New York, so I grew up a Met fan. I'm still a baseball fan. And look at Mindy shaking her head no, like she doesn't like the Mets. What do you got there?
She's a Cubs fan.
Cubs?
Cubbies.
Oh yeah. The Cubs finally won one. It took a long time, but they finally got it. So good for you. Good for you, Mindy. And I'm sorry for the Mets breaking their heart year after year so many times, but we enjoy doing that. Yeah, so those would be my sports. Those would be my sports.
Who do you got in the March Madness? Who do you have in the rest of the tournament?
You know, this tournament is a very weird tournament, just like last year in the NBA. Congrats to the Lakers, and I love LeBron, but I didn't think that was an NBA championship. I thought it was a tournament within the bubble. And my problem with the tournament this year is not every team got to play every game, and it's a very weird end of season. I think it'll be fun if Gonzaga wins the whole thing, if they run the table. It's been so long since that's been done. So I'm not really a fan. Like Michigan was the last team that I really, was pulling for. But so now at this point, I'd say it'd be fun if Gonzaga wins the whole thing.
But you don't have them?
I'm sorry?
But you're not betting on them?
I don't bet on sports, Kerry. I just, I got burned a long time ago gambling on sports, so I gave it up. So I just watch for the fun of it now. I have no desire to put money on the athletes, but good for you for encouraging betting on amateur sports during a college sports event. This is the right time to talk gambling.
I think they should get
paid. But don't worry, because no one on this call is involved with college sports, so it's safe.
I think the college athletes should get paid. That should kick something off here.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. I think D1, I think D1, particularly D1 basketball and football players should get paid because they make a fortune for the schools. And very interestingly, now you guys didn't do it, but they had their kids playing during COVID, during the worst of the pandemic. They had their kids playing. Now, it's one thing for pro athletes who are adults to make the choice to risk their health, but it's a whole different thing to make these college players take that same risk, and they're not getting any money out of it. So, yeah, I'm with you on that. I think they should they should get paid. And that whole thing of we can't figure out how to pay them, I don't believe that for a moment. They'll figure out how to pay them. So, yeah, I think they should get paid.
A lot of blank faces there, guys.
Well, it's in the court system right now.
It is. It is. The NCAA is being taken apart by the courts right now. So
we'll soon find out. Could be a whole different ball game for college.
Well, you know, major D1 basketball and football is a minor league system. I mean, let's be honest. And the other thing is, in hockey and baseball, they don't have those rules. I know hockey players. They stop. If you're a great hockey player, they don't even finish high school. In Canada, they go into junior hockey when they're like 15 or 16, and that's it. Now you're just playing hockey. So, you know, we got to be honest about what it is. I'm not knocking college sports. College sports are fantastic, and it's great when kids can get an education through it. But if you're going pro, let's not pretend it's not that.
I'm with them. That's.
What's the scariest thing about doing stand-up comedy besides guys who can't schedule proper dates and times for you?
Oh, afternoon Zoom meetings are the scariest thing you'll ever. I never thought of it as scary because I love it so much. And I think I speak for most comics. We love what we do. So there are challenges. And, you know, doing the Apollo the first time is a bit nerve-wracking because of the history of that theater, and you know how it works out and how bad it can go. But when you bomb, if you have a bad show, it's like they say, you get back on the horse as soon as possible. So, you know, there were certain circumstances I've done shows where I'm like, ooh, I got to be really careful, like doing with the USO, doing shows at embassies, doing shows at foreign embassies where you're like, I hope I don't make a joke that starts an international incident. Those are the kind of things where we have to kind of behave ourselves. But I love what I do, so I never think of it as scary. I might get nervous, but more likely just apprehensive and go for it.
How do you handle the inevitable bombing? I mean,
early in your career, I'd say in the first 5 years, when you bomb, it hurts. And you're like, man, I can't believe it. And you just do it again. You just get up there again. Now, I'm 28 years in. When I bomb now, if I have a joke that bombs, it's so funny to me that I thought it was funny. It's like, how could I be that wrong? How could I have missed by that much? It's funny to me. It's like, wow, I really thought that was funny, and it got nothing. So, yeah, there's times when it happens. I'll tell you the funniest thing about bombing, and this is why comics, we love watching one of our friends bomb. Comics love watching another comic bomb. Because when you're up there and you're dying a slow death, it is exactly that. Time moves so slow when the crowd's not laughing. And you are grasping at straws. You are looking for anything that might work. Jeff, that's when we might break out the balloon animals. Just to fill that time.
All right.
Time passes slow when you're in front of a crowd that's not laughing. And I've definitely had that happen. And then you start looking for something that's going to work.
And so that makes you laugh when you're watching a fellow comic go through that.
Oh, we love watching a comic bomb. We don't bail them out either. There's a thing in comedy, it's called the light, right? In most clubs, it's a red light in the back of the club. That light comes on, it means your time is up. Whether you're doing 5 minutes or an hour, you're waiting for somebody's bombing. We're like, don't light him. Let him keep going. Let's see how deep this hole. No, don't light him. Let's see how deep this hole goes, because we laugh about it to ourselves and we enjoy it. Yeah, we have fun with each other when we bomb.
Who's your favorite comic, Alonzo, besides yourself?
Jessica, I am not even in my top 10. There's so many. I think Dave Chappelle is the greatest comic on earth right now. For a long time, and I've always thought that George Carlin was the greatest social commentary comic there ever was. But I think Dave has taken that over. Dave is now the guy. But Carlin is one of my favorites. Lewis Black. I love the topical guys. Trevor Noah is really funny. And then there's some comics who aren't famous who make me laugh whenever I see them. Jeremy Hotz is one of those. I love George Wallace. I could listen to George Wallace do one-liners all day long. And then there's a lot of young comics who I may not know by name. I just see them on stage. I'm like, wow, that one's really funny, or this or that. I love Tiffany Haddish because Tiff has no filter. The woman has no filter. There is nothing she won't say or do that's funny. Ken Jeong, I love Ken. He's another guy who's super nice and super funny. So yeah, it's a long list. It's a lot of people on it. But of the big names, I would say, yeah, Dave Chappelle is the guy.
Well, Alonzo, we've taken up far more than we thought we were going to do today. And I don't want to keep you past your bedtime, because I know that
Mitch, I've had a great time. I want to wrap up. I just want to know, does Jason look the same as his picture? Because that picture looks like Jason is an administrator and in charge of something. And I got a feeling that Jason is higher than Kelly right now. That's just my personal guess. I don't know.
I don't know if Jason's going to come on, but he is our compliance guy, and he looks just like that.
Yeah, well, once you said compliance guy, you didn't have to say anymore. I've done enough network shows to know that. Now you talk about someone who's not going to laugh at what's funny. Yeah, talk to the legal guys at network. All right. Before you do a show like a Tonight Show or something like that, you have to read your set to the lawyers. They have to, and now there's a group that's really going to have fun. So, well, thank you guys. This has been so much fun. Maya, I wish you the best of luck in your athletic career. And Christina, anybody else who's still competing, I wish you great things. Matt, you keep coaching and you keep driving those kids around until you run out of gas. You just drive those children around forever. All right, Jeff.
I'm out now.
Jeff, don't ever try to be funny again. I don't know what you do, but I know what you don't do. So stay in your lane, as the kids say. And right. Tina, I truly hope you get a full team that can do everything, because having to train these 3 athletes so hard really seems somehow unfair. All right.
Thank you. All right. Well, thank you all. Alonzo, thank you. I appreciate it. Let's
have a great day, people. Thank you.